Yeah, I turned it off while we're on break. Alright. So, you careen directly into an island. Everyone is going to be thrown about. How many of you are there? 6? Alright.
Yeah.
Several of you are going to be thrown from the ship. A couple of you are going to be kind of like barrel rolling with the ship as it just, hits this stone and dirt, breaks apart, and just like if a plane crash lands, it's gonna like skid for a long time. You're gonna skid for a while. You see this little pink thing on the map that I'm showing you guys. That is where you stop. Some of you are thrown about in the area, and Crag, you are thrown from it. Your consciousness is gone for a little bit, blinks back. You open your eyes. You are sliding away from the ship. You look over, you're sliding towards the edge. You start scrambling at the ground, trying to stop yourself. You fly off the edge. 10 feet. 20 feet.
Who would fly?
30 feet. 20
Does
feet.
anybody have spells for this?
10 feet.
Amazing grace.
Going back up.
And you land on the island.
Back on the island.
Oh, okay.
Did you hear any of that? Okay. You approach the bottom side of the island as if you had jumped in the air, reached a pinnacle, and are returning to the ground. When you land, gravity seems normal on the underside, and it feels like you're right side up. Like there doesn't seem to be any real right or wrong, up or down here. You are always a green hexagon.
Good heck yeah.
You are down here. Standing vertically, just flipped.
Beautiful. Okay. Do I see anything? Any?
Looks very mountainous down here.
Okay.
Yeah, it just looks like a
There's
bunch
no
of
evidence
mountains
of
sticking up and out.
Okay.
The clouds seem to be
trails.
both up and down at the same time. Like you feel like you're right side up. You feel fine. There's gravity holding you onto the ground. It's not like you're floating out.
It's good. Are there any trails?
No, none. Seems very wild right here.
You see the edge?
Yeah. It almost looks like a very steep cliff down towards where you came from.
Okay.
You can see like tufts of grass blowing in the wind on the underside of where you are.
Again and try to onto the other side, but like the right side up.
You gonna jump?
Yeah.
Are you just gonna bunny hop? Are you gonna sprint and jump? Are you gonna cast something? Are you gonna climb? What are you doing? I need described actions.
Yeah.
Could you repeat again,
Like,
Craig, what you're trying to do?
hold on. I'm gonna and then jump off the edge, as in like trying to hypothetically make an arc land on the right side.
I understand that. How does Craig plan about achieving that?
I have something fancy called Spider Climb. Can I cast that on Craig if they would like?
Craig is far away from you. In fact, you can't even see Craig anymore. You saw
Wait, I
Craig.
thought-
You saw Craig slide off the edge of the island and fall.
Just trying to think of like
Oh, I thought we were all at the green dot.
No,
Apologies.
only Craig.
Just Greg.
You are all at the pink smudge.
Got it. Never mind.
if you were cliff diving,
Mm-hmm.
to go a bit far from the cliff, like enough that you're still kind
out.
of like, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Give me
Oh.
a jump. Jump check. What are the rest of you up to? My nose is so.
We see what happened to Craig?
What'd you say?
We see what happened to Craig at all? Or
Yeah, you you saw Craig like unconsciously fly for a bit, come to, land hard on the ground, kind of scramble to like catch himself and slow himself down, and he just slid off the edge.
So what kind of happened to the rest of us, though? Because you described
You're
them
s-
flying
You're
out of the
scattered.
wreckage,
You're
but
scattered about.
did we take damage? Are we, like, far away?
I'm assuming you're all pretty close to dead, and I didn't want to give you guys a bunch of falling damage, so we're gonna waive that.
Okay. Oh, alright. That's very choice of you.
I'm gonna stumble towards the edge where Craig fell.
Got a 17, the jump.
Okay. You stand towards the edge, you said?
I'm gonna stumble towards it, given I'm on the verge of death and whatnot.
I can hardly understand you, I'm sorry.
I'm barely, in bad shape, so I'm just gonna, stumble towards where Craig fell off.
I'm gonna go right to the edge.
Yeah.
Okay. Start approaching the edge, kind of look over the side, and right when you start to, bend over carefully to look over, Craig comes out and just slams into you, and you both fall back onto the grass side of the island.
Ha! Victorious!
Fly now?
Yes, don't you know? It's very fun.
Looking around, you guys can see nothing but clouds. There is a sun in a certain direction. It seems to sort of always be noon, early afternoon.
I mean, do we have everyone? Does everyone feel okay? Like,
Do you have all the items and stuff?
yeah, I gotta check that first. What's my pack looking like? Do I have all the items that were with us? Or should I start scurrying about trying to collect everything back up?
You guys can all spend collectively 30 minutes scrounging around, and you can find all your bits scattered about.
Okay. Okay.
It seems like all
that's-
the debris mostly landed around and on top. Crag, being 700 pounds, kept going.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, as long as I have all the Tesseracts and artifacts and stuff, it would probably be our best before we start exploring to just find somewhere to just a cave or something, or a little outcropping that we can just kind of
Make a big stone shelter, put a hut inside.
you know our gig. It's what we do. But yeah, we all need some serious rest, and I mean, I don't know what this island's holding, but I don't want to face it at like half health or no
Yeah.
spells.
You do discover that the throne is broken and partially shattered.
Well,
Is there enough of the ship remaining where we could possibly rest in it if we braced some stuff? Or is it just like a total shithole crumbled and...
It's very much totaled. I'm sure you can like piece things together,
no.
like larger chunks together.
Yeah, I guess we could just build a little hut if we spent a couple hours just doing that.
You guys basically crash tested what subjectively
Ship.
would be straight down into the island,
Yeah.
but at like a I guess like a 30 degree. But
Alright, well, I will begin, starting to, like, piece together some of, like, the bigger parts of the ship, just to make a small hut for us to rest upon, or rest under. Even if it's just, like, a hanging wall that we can get underneath.
okay, what are the
before
rest of you up to?
braces.
Just looking at each other.
Maybe
open
scout the
build a
area?
hut. I mean, do you want me to help or do you want me to scout? Because I can do both of those things.
Can help with the
You should scout.
Scouting
Craig
it.
can help build. You can scout. Perfect.
Search is a
Theo
6.
can
Not bad.
make a fire.
Spot. Search is when you like rifle through something with your hands.
What do you want me to roll for looking around?
Scouting would be a spot.
Alrighty, also 6. 25.
Okay. It's a couple small streams running through. A lot of grasses. You find some like shorter, larger bushes, but no trees. Otherwise, there's like kind of a rockier, craggier side towards the middle. This whole thing might be 3/4 of a mile across from end to end. You can make your whole way around in like an hour.
Oh, the whole island?
The whole thing.
Oh. Shit, let's just make... Is there like fruit and stuff? And is there like animals in the streams?
Go to 25.
Yeah.
Did you just say animals in the streams?
Are there
Fish are
signs
animals.
Like fish?
I think-
Yeah,
I
are there
think
like...
Evan was saying
You do not find fish.
signs of life.
You
Yeah.
also notice that none of the streams run off the edge of the island. They all end somewhere, or split off and like fan out enough that nothing runs off the edge of the island. Of all the animals you saw, everything seems to be flying.
Like... What kind
Birds.
of flying? Like birds?
Lizards with
okay,
wings.
like big birds or smaller birds?
You see mostly smaller stuff, like anything from like a vulture to a parakeet.
Okay, I mean we could work with that. We could make a big bird cage and start breeding up birds.
They probably nest up in the taller parts of those, jagged mountains in the middle.
Thinking long term, if we catch some of those birds, and make a big cage, start breeding them.
Yeah,
We could
guys,
use-
the
This is
adventure
home now.
ends here. We found a home.
This could be our island. I don't know.
Pretty
Do-
safe.
Do
Let's
you
clear
have
it
a way
out.
off? Like,
No, it's cleared out. Oh, mega dungeon. That's all this is.
oh no.
What are the rest of everyone up to?
Oh,
Bia, what are you doing?
Theo was gonna build a fire.
Cool. Over by where Photonos is probably setting up camp.
Correct.
Okay. Are you burning part of the ship? Like, are you breaking
Ooh.
parts of the ship apart?
Be fun. I mean, it was made of wood. Yes, I would like to do that.
Craig? Botanos?
I'm setting up camp, and as like gathering firewood or such, like just like looking at the nature, checking it out, seeing if it's similar to things I've seen before, or if it's somehow abnormal. Does that make sense?
Doesn't seem like a material plane that you're on. After a little while of setting up camp, maybe 2/3 of the way through, 3/4 of the way through, a little nibble at your ankle, then like a little bite. Kind of hurts, but not like crazy bad.
What is it?
Whose?
Photonos's.
Okay.
A tortoise, an older-looking tortoise, peers up at you.
You just got attacked by a turtle.
That could be a snapping turtle.
Okay.
That's true. Vicious.
Photonos note. Maybe Jugas forgot, but Photonos understands the importance of a tortoise. A very specific tortoise.
Okay.
Very specific tortoise. Okay.
One he's summoned to talk to before.
I hate to tell you this, Marty.
Really?
That was a porpoise?
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, when did we talk to it?
A porpoise
I mean-
is like a like almost a narwhal without a horn.
Yeah,
It's a dolphin.
I remember a
Anyway.
tortoise. Well, a tortoise is nibbling at your ankle, and it seems very familiar.
Hey, buddy. What's up?
How the hell were you summoning a porpoise in a small stream?
With
You
magic.
could swim and live there, man.
Because I thought-
There are river dolphins.
Because
A
I
river
thought he said
dolphin.
tortoise.
Oh.
It's a pretty good mess up, though.
Yeah,
Tortoise versus
it's
porpoise.
close.
I
It's
love
close.
it. I love it.
Like,
I love
it can make its way up some streams.
To be fair, when I first read porpoise, I really thought it was just a tortoise, but like a sea turtle.
I was genuinely trying to remember when we interacted with any of this, but now,
Oh, you
yeah,
did.
the
It was
horn
just
and the
me.
thing you guys were drawing. Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Okay. Well,
Yep, just
hey, buddy.
a long dolphin without a beak. Got it. Noted.
How you doing?
It comes up and it starts poking you.
Right. Alright, so it's Nibbles looks up at you, big eyes. You say hello to it. What else do you do?
Hey, hey, buddy. So,
You go down to touch it.
Yeah.
And you establish a link between you and it. And you can hear your patron's voice within your mind, within your inner monologue.
oh, nice.
Tells you that after it has seen your most recent memories, because I'm sure you're still kind of thinking about what you just saw in the last hour.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's gonna tell you that that hand was Degayorn's.
Hmm.
You need to keep any shards you find away from those who would look for them. And you really need to get on to finding the other 9 swords. Bring them back home, and we will drop them in the Swamp of Oblivion to never be found again. And you know that is like the border between the plane of water and the plane of earth. Swamp of Oblivion.
Very well. Where do these other swords reside? If I may be
They
asked such a question.
they don't know.
Of course.
Letting you
understanding
know
it.
that
Not-
the fact that enough shards have been brought together to form his hand completely,
Hmm.
time's ticking.
That's fun.
And the hand was able to think well enough to point and move you interplanarly.
Me? Oh, okay.
So,
He
So,
jumps himself out of your hands. Do you have anything else you want to tell him?
no, I'm gonna pleasure seeing you. And I'm gonna run off to tell everybody. Gotta get going.
Okay. He just kind of slowly makes his way back up the hill, up towards the closest stream. Craig, what are you up to?
I'm fully resting. 'Cause
Okay. Getting a head start.
I did a lot of things.
You sure did.
Need to-
You've had a long day.
Yeah,
You've all had a long day.
gotta stop. And just...
You've all
chill.
had like a 20-hour day, to be fair. Casually go through a war zone for about 6 of it.
Yeah. Problem. Got the... Most dies. Yeah,
Yeah.
good job.
Shabil, you leave on the one side, and you come back on the other side of the island.
Mhm.
You see everyone's huddling around the camp. Fia's starting to fire, breaking parts of the ship that she can find, and scrounging up the little bits that have been thrown about. Throw on top of the fire.
Still looks around noontime, right?
Tao is like book in hand, quill in the other hand, writer's block, 1,000-yard stare out into the clouds.
Yeah.
Cool.
you
Seems
say?
safe.
Would you ask?
I said it's still about noon, right?
Yep.
Well, seems safe, guys. Check the exterior. I'm gonna check the interior next, I guess.
You're very tired.
I'm very tired. I mean, like, I'm weak as shit, but
It's
seems
been,
safe.
It's been 20 hours since you've slept. last.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm pretty tired
anyone
then.
gets tired after an all-nighter.
We should either find some blow or make a shelter.
I do not condone that.
That's
sir.
what
These are the options that I know.
Bird
I
blow.
think we already got the shelter taken care of, so we're
And I
good.
crash in it. It's been 20 hours. Seems safe. And
Everyone's taking a rest.
hello.
Yes. All right, you guys all finally get a full night's sleep. Fia, while you're asleep, you are visited in a dream by a familiar catman, holding a sword that looks like it's made of cloth, that flaps in the wind. As your vision peers over his shoulder, there are tens of thousands of glowing eyes staring back. You wake up in a pool of sweat.
Oh boy.
Nothing's charred this time. But
Better.
everything around you is noticeably damp. Things get damp when you sweat. Don't give me that, Zach. Get out of here.
Yeah. Trying to figure out how a fire mage made things wet, so I was
She sweats.
profusely, apparently.
Only when having nightmares.
Thea's wondering if the Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Wait, prestidigitation. That's the one.
It's a hard one.
She also can't speak. If that could possibly just dry the area a little bit, nobody needs to see that.
Sure. But as people wake up, they're gonna see you kind of like trying to, airbend dry things quickly. Everyone, you wake up and you see Fia kind of frantically drying where she slept.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a walk.
Okay. What are the rest of
I
you
don't really
doing?
want anything to do with that.
I literally need to take inventory of my items, so
Okay.
I need to
Cool.
figure out all these artifacts and whatnot.
Just
So,
start scattering everything out, taking notes on things.
Yep.
Okay. Greg?
I don't know. I was taking a look around. Not going very far. I think maybe
Are you gonna go with Shabil?
actually.
Are you gonna walk with Shabil?
Actually, I was thinking of maybe jumping the underside again.
Okay.
And just looking around there.
Okay.
Alright.
Photonos?
I know that everybody needs to get their rest, and therefore I want everybody to get their rest before.
This is the next day. Everyone's woken up.
Okay, sorry. Pardon. I must have phased out. That's my bad.
It is still noon, by the way.
Cool. Love me a perpetual day. I'm gonna wait for everybody to gather for food, and then I want to let everybody know what I know now is the very pressing matter.
Okay. Do you want to do anything in the meantime? Do you want to talk to anyone, Fia or Tao, who are sticking around?
Honestly, I want to. Said you could fly around this in an hour, or walk around this in an hour. I want to just fly around this place, explore the nature and whatnot.
Can you cast Fly? Is that a yes?
Dude,
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Shabil, as you begin walking out, take a few steps, and out of the corner of your eye, you just kind of see Crag walk up to the edge and swan dive off the edge.
I mean, Chiba, like it's like a willing thing. She's not like pulled off. Or they're not, like, pulled
Professional
off, I should say.
swimmer dive off the edge of the island, floating in the sky.
How far away from camp anyway? at this
15
point?
feet. This is
hey,
like right
everyone.
as you leave.
Did anybody else see Craig just jump? No, that's cool. Everybody's gonna
Tao's-
keep doing the
Yeah,
thing.
Tao's face down in his artifacts. I don't know what
100%.
Photonos is doing, and Bia's in the tent still.
I'm gonna react, but like, if it seemed intentional, I'm just gonna like.
Oh, and
This
by,
whole
I
morning
don't know
has
what
been kind of
Photonos is
chaotic.
doing. He's casting a spell and then going straight up. So he will
I'm
see
gonna
it.
go into the jungle. I'm gonna be in the jungle, man. I'm
There
just
is no
gonna
jungle.
check
There are
the-
no trees.
I thought you said
Head
there was
inward.
like an internal area.
No trees.
Yeah, just
You
Head
can
up the
see
mountain.
like up the hillside.
Okay, I thought you said it was like jungle trees. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go like
No.
up to the top of
Large.
the mountain.
There are some large and smaller shrubs. There's some large bushes, but no trees. Definitely no jungle.
Exploring.
Give me a spot.
Ooh, nat 20 plus 6.
Greg. Go off the edge. Give me a jump check. Photonos, give me a spot while you're up there.
Roll a d20 for me and just add 4.
Sure. Right. My jump was a 21.
Cool. Yeah, you're real confident about it. You flop over to the other side. It's honestly like real close to where you popped over by accident the first time. It is very exaggerated, mountainous rock formations. A lot of climbing up and down to go any distance horizontally.
Are most of the edges like sheer cliffs?
Yeah, I mean it's how you see it here. Just like imagine flipping it. Right?
Yeah.
Like that's really steep.
Yeah. Is going inland less steep, or is it kind of the same?
It's super steep the whole time. It seems to get taller in the middle. Like the more to the center, the taller it gets. You figure it's like somewhat of a reflection. It's not exactly a reflection, but it's a similar formation on either side.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably just try to go to the center to see as much as I can.
Alright, give me some climb checks.
Is 23.
Cool, you don't hurt yourself.
That was good.
Photonos, what'd you roll in your spot?
17.
13?
17.
7. I can hardly understand you.
Indeed, 17.
17. Okay. You're from up there. You're gonna see the same thing Shabil sees. You're gonna see these weird-looking spiny birds that kind of have a face on either side of their beaks. It's like their beak opens directly down the middle. They got these like weird bone feet. And their wings split up into 3 on either side. They're kind of quilly. There are several of them hunting the other birds in the area up towards the top of the mountains.
Source of food.
Cool. Good. Bird. Okay.
Very alien anatomy.
Good. You said they're hunting smaller birds?
Yeah.
Are they in similar, like, have similar features to some of the birds, or are the other birds more like traditionally Earth-like?
From what you can tell of the smaller ones, they seem traditionally Earth-like. These just are really big, so you can see the features better without going anywhere near them. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to tell if, you know, a chickadee has 3 mouths from a mile away. You might be able to tell that there's a bird flying, but you can't tell how many mouths it has.
Of course. Good. I continue on. I'm not gonna. It's loud, but
What does continue on mean?
like continue to fly around, and if I know the fly is ending, land back towards home base.
You will learn the same thing Shabil learned, that this is about 3/4 of a mile across diameter. You can fly. How are you flying? Like, how are you flying around the island? How are you exploring it?
Relatively low altitude, maybe like 50 feet off the ground.
Okay, and just
Nice
zoom in around the
idea.
perimeter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll take you probably 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Cheville, seeing these birds and watching Phothenos zip around the perimeter, what would you like to do?
Probably meet up with him. Then can
In midair?
regroup. I mean, like catch up to wherever he's headed. Like I'm trying to like do one of
You guys
these
kinda,
and,
like,
get
went-
attention.
I'm assuming went in opposite directions.
Okay.
Like you kind of like went down the left and then started going up the hillside towards the center, right? To look around.
Okay.
Isn't that what you did?
I was just going up to the top, whichever
Okay, so you
direction
just-
that is.
Straight up. Okay, yeah, you
That's
got
possible.
like here and saw the bird. Birds
Okay.
flying up around, doing their things.
Phothenos is where?
Phothenos just like went up 60 feet, saw that, and then just started zipping around the outside
that way.
perimeter. I mean, either way.
Yeah, I'll keep moving up and then try and flag him down next time I see him.
Okay. You'll see him in 30 minutes.
I'm sure it'll take me some time to walk up this mountain.
It's not much of a mountain. It's probably an hour to get to like the first jagged peak.
Yeah, so like, if it's gonna take him 30 minutes to get back around, like, whenever that happens, if something doesn't interfere in the meantime, like,
I mean, you're
I'm
gonna
just
be
gonna
halfway up a mountain.
keep going. Yeah, flag him down when I see him. Like,
Are you gonna yell out at him?
yeah, keep an eye on him, and I'm gonna shout out and like, it seems safe-ish here, so like.
Okay.
Oh, quick question also. Did I regain my constitution
Yes.
with the rest? Okay, thank gosh.
You only lost what? 1, 2?
I lost 2, yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Then I can mark that off.
When it's like
also.
4 or more, we gotta do the roll because it'll take several rests before you restore.
Takes a while to make sense. Cool. Well, that's my plan.
Phothenos. You attract the attention of a couple of these birds. These predatory
Terms back
birds.
there.
What'd you say?
Chasing me now?
What?
Terms like they're chasing me now?
Yeah, they're headed towards you. Squawking, aggressive.
Aiming on me, or?
You've dealt with animals before to know when they're on the hunt.
Lovely.
Probably like 400 feet away.
Right. It's kind of, it's like one big mountain on this side, right?
Yeah, it's basically, all the ends are kind of flat, and then it gets steeper up to like a more jagged center point.
Alright. Just to get rid of them, basically what I'm going to do is, like, I'm going to draw them in and then fly towards the mountain. Like, right when I get close to the mountain, dimension door to basically the other side of the mountain. Then continue on going.
How far can you dimension tour?
720 feet. Like, relatively to the top. Oh wait, no, it's more now, I think. Now it's 760, I think. Like,
That's like
obviously not, like, at the base of the mountain, but,
Yeah.
like,
that's
at
that's
the
like
point in the mountain where it...
barely over 1/8 of a mile.
Okay. Basically, I'm just trying to like fly them towards a big object, even if it's near the top of the mountain, and then disappear.
There are
Then hide myself?
several more at the top of the mountain
Okay.
doing their thing. A couple peeled off and started going after you because you're just zipping by and you look different.
Love that. I don't see a good way to get rid of them. Just gonna fly straight home, I guess.
Bring him to us. Cool.
I don't have a better way of getting rid of them.
You're rounding this corner and making a beeline home, I'm assuming?
Yeah, essentially, that's what I'm thinking.
Okie dokie. Craig, I will get you in 1 second. Fia, what are you up to? Everything is dry.
I'm assuming then I'll probably go out adventuring as well.
You see Cheville has gone up the mountain and he's brought his cat with him. He's a lot easier to spot now that he has a giant cat with him. Yeah, they're like, part way up the mountain.
Okay. Well, she is not a huge fan of heights, so she's not going to stay by the side. She's also not really great at climbing mountains. Is there like a nice valley she could check out?
No. You see what you see here.
Lovely.
It's not a very
Well, I
big
guess
place.
she's going for height. So I guess she's going to go up the hill, not necessarily after Cheville, but just in that general direction.
Somebody's coming after me.
How far up the hill do you want to go?
Me and the cat are on alert now.
I mean, those mountains look pretty cool. Closer to those, most of the hills.
Tell me when.
How about to that like first ridge? No, like just north or just up of that. There, that looks good.
Up to here? Alright, that'll
Yeah.
take you probably 30 minutes.
Wow, a lot of ground to cover. All right.
You're also very small with short legs.
No, I know. I'm saying that's a really far distance. 30 minutes.
Yeah. Totally. Craig? On the... You climb yourself towards the center pinnacle of this thing. And you're up there for a bit. You see just like a bunch of clouds. You've kind of climbed yourself into a cloud for a while. And you stop. You catch your breath a bit, even though you don't breathe. And clouds part for a little while, and you see just a large sphere of liquid kind of shimmering, almost if it had like ripples or waves moving across it naturally. It's just this huge sphere of water.
Where?
3 miles southeast, but also south in the Z direction.
Sorry, what?
We're in 3 dimensions. XYZ.
Wait,
Wow, that's XYZ.
From you,
Okay.
it's above you like 4 miles, and then it's also like diagonal 2 and 2.
it's above me.
Yes.
There's no way for me to get to it, like it's floating in the air.
Yeah. It's miles away from you. It is above you.
Yeah, I'll probably just head back and report it. Everyone, when I get back.
Give me a climb and a jump.
Okay. I'm gonna team the climb. Uh, 7 on the jump.
You do not cross the threshold. You fall back onto mountainside, and you fall back onto the mountainside, taking 9 points of damage.
Great.
Botanos. These things are closing in on you. What was your strategy with hopping and doing the thing?
My strategy has changed.
Okay.
How many of them are chasing me at this point?
2.
Only 2? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna cast Bewildering Substitution on one of them. And let's see a will save.
A will?
Yes. Yeah.
17.
Alright, keep on running.
Okay.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Yeah, you will round the corner and start making it back towards camp. Via, you climb up towards the top, and you see these things flying around up top. Some of them are kind of peeling off towards Botanos, who seems to be being chased in hot pursuit by 2 of them. And then you see a couple more heading towards where Cheville is, but Cheville can't quite tell because the mountain's in the way.
Okay. And none of them have noticed me?
No, they've noticed the guy flying through the air and the other one shouting.
Alright, I will not fly nor shout. Good idea.
Yeah.
Can I tell which one is closer?
They're equal to, closer to you. Probably the ones
Yeah.
chasing Botanos. As he is, making a straight line towards camp.
And you said Cheville's not aware of them.
Yeah, he doesn't know that they're on the other side of the mountain yet.
And he's got his cat.
He does have a big cat.
You know, birds, cats. I think he could be okay.
I mean, he might start breeding them.
let's...
That was his idea. Long term.
Can I see how Botanos is doing? He's just running towards camp.
Flying, but yeah, he's making a
Right,
straight
flying.
line towards camp. He appeared to have tried to cast something, and turned back around and kept flying.
Okay. Can I guess I'll help him out.
Okay.
Well, let's just make this classic. I will throw a fireball at the flying things.
Sure. You can probably get them both.
Perfect. Let me roll damage.
They rolled a 3 and a 1, so you cooked them both.
Oh. Okay.
Your,
Well, dinner, I guess.
Yeah, so you guys are what, level 9? And you cast at one level higher?
That's a 10, so it's a 10d6.
Yeah, so even if you roll 2s on everything, they're probably dead.
Okay.
Fucking mean. This is mean.
Photos,
It's not
a
being
large
defensive.
flash and then explosion. A slow explosion, but an explosion nonetheless erupts behind you. As you see Fia, or you kind of trace the like quick flash of red light come from the top of the hillside. You see Fia kind of standing there, big smirk.
I yelled down to her, Thea, you see how Gaia struck down my foes?
You fly to her.
I'm gonna like say a quick prayer and like thank you to Gaia. Just yeah.
Okay. Shvil, as you're trying to wave him down, you see Fia's climbed up on top of a hill, launches a fireball, explosion. These two things kind of just careen and fall down towards the ground. As you stand up to go meet your comrades, you hear a shriek as 3 of them fly over the ridge that you are behind and come
The new one.
sailing down towards you.
Like they've seen me flying towards me.
They came over the ridge and they saw you and your cat, and now they are flying directly towards you.
Okay. Is there anything for me to hide under or behind?
Not totally. There's like kind of rock
Ooh,
formations, but you're not like hidden. You could be
yeah,
like
I mean, I'm gonna
partial cover, but that's about it.
Like, partial cover is better than anything when
Okay.
when something's flying at me. And then like prepare to like dodge out of the way, I guess. Like if something's coming down like this, and I can
Yeah.
like roll forward, you know? It's hard for it to like
Yeah, fighting
that yeah.
fighting defensively, I think gives you a +3 to AC.
Like what's it gonna do? Stop moving and then fall down. I'm moving under it.
I mean, it might just time it right and nip at you.
Just fucking crush right into the ground, right?
Can I just say I'm super excited that we're about to exterminate like one of 3 species on this entire rock.
I'm not trying to
We just crash
exterminate
landed on-
it. Listen, I want to breed them. If anything, I'm gonna like not breed them to
Domesticate them.
extinction.
Well,
Right, domestic.
no, I know
I
what
want
you're
to
trying to
preserve
get
the
at, but I
babies.
don't think they're gonna let us breed them.
Well, if they don't, then I'll just leave them alone. Oh, there's
Guys,
probably
guys,
eggs. No, there's
we'll just
probably
give
eggs
them
somewhere.
Some carrots and some potatoes, and it will be fine. Add a few doors.
I think if we just like find their
Oh,
eggs, we'll be fine.
Okay. Alright.
You take a -4 on all attacks in a round to gain +2 dodge to your AC. That is fighting defensively.
I mean, yeah, that's probably fine. I've got like a pretty obnoxious AC as it is.
Well, it's 2 higher now.
Yeah, okay, cool. I like it.
2 of them are gonna fly by you, and one of them is gonna fly by the cat.
I have a
That's
27.
a definite miss. That's a miss. That's a miss. None of them nip
Cat's
at you, and you
Cool.
dip, duck, dodge, and dodge.
Yeah, I'm trying to not be aggressive towards the birdos.
Cool.
Can I like take out a piece of meat and like throw it over to him?
Do you have a piece of meat on you?
I would assume I have rations of some sort. Is it
Is it written down?
is it
And
is it
rations are
bread?
meat. Yeah, rations are
Or
like
is
a
it,
dried, a dried thing.
birds like bread? I wasn't sure if it was bread or like dried fruit or like
Sure.
dried meats or rationy stuff. I toss it out and I'm like, I kind of back up and let them do their thing. Still trying to dodge if they try to strike me.
Okay. Craig, you make your way back. Tao, you hear an explosion, see it, know what kind of an explosion that is. See Phothenos fly over to Fia, who's on like a hilltop, And then you see Cheville starting to get swarmed by birds on the hillside, up and over. And then you hear a loud thud, and Crag lands on the other side of you, towards the edge.
Oh, they made it back?
Yeah.
I thought they landed on the... Oh, okay, good.
I mean, they're gonna try again, so.
I mean, I'll look at Crag and I'll be like, I mean, can you help them out? I'm trying to do a thing here.
I mean, unless Crag changed his mind and wants to be on the other side. But I assumed they would keep trying until they came back.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
just yells that down the side of the cliff.
yeah, no. I mean, until it looks like they're struggling, I'm just gonna keep doing my own thing.
Okay. Photonos and Fia, you're up. There's probably about half a dozen or so more of these things flying around on their own at like the mountaintops, and there's 3 picking on Cheville.
Beating them.
Can you remind me how large these things are?
Sure.
Approximate.
Like 5 of you?
Do you see this?
Yeah.
Do you see this lighter color here?
Yes, yeah. That's
That's
right.
a
Its
human.
leg.
Oh,
Okay.
like 8 of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it can swallow you whole.
Oof.
Also, like, just punch it in the face, I think.
With
Which-
fire.
Which face?
You don't have, like, it's got, like, a beak. You don't have to murder everything, you little hobo. Jeez.
I am not trying to murder things. It's called defense. It's just very
Yeah.
powerful defense. I would like to cast Mage
Rage.
Armor on myself,
Okay.
and we'll just start with Mage Armor, and then I will look to Photonos and ask if he would like some as well.
But like, what is it?
Mage armor. Are you wearing?
Where?
Are you wearing armor?
Yes,
They do.
absolutely.
They do not stack.
Ah,
Yeah.
got it. Well, just thought I'd check. Yeah.
What's for offering? We should probably make our way over there, should we?
Yeah.
How do you? What do you do with the tesseracts? Anything?
I mean, the items that I do know about, I'm kind of like leaving off to the side for right now. The stuff that I don't know about, I'm trying to like spellcraft, detect magic a couple times, find out what I can about these items.
What don't you know? Which items
Uh,
don't you know about?
I mean, there was like a fuck ton of these artifacts on top of.
Did you write any of them down?
No, I didn't think I was gonna have to like maintain them. I thought we were gonna be able to just pass them off to a higher up, so I did not.
Okay.
Totally my fault. I know there was like there was like a book and a couple amulets, but I have no idea. So
Yeah, you have a horn, which you need to identify. You have liquid in a vial, which you need to identify. You have a book, which you need to identify. You have a key, which you need to identify. You have a partially burnt torch, which you need to identify. You have a pair of sandals, which you need to identify. You also have a whistle that you need to identify, and an amulet that you need to identify. You also have 12 black stone rings and 4 tesseracts.
then I am doing the identifying.
Do you have the spell identify?
No.
Cannot identify them. Unless you have
Well-
the artificer class skill of identify.
Nope. Cool beans. Then I can't do anything with the Tesseracts. I don't know anything about them.
You have logged them, and you know you have not lost any in any of this chaos you've gone through in the last 24 hours.
Excellent. Well then, I wrap them all up.
Cool.
And then I guess I get ready for whatever bird onslaught we're getting ready for. So
Okay. Roll me a spot or a listen, whichever you're more confident in.
24. Listen.
Okay. You hear a loud creaking of wood way out in the distance. Like
Always seen the
wood,
bushes.
like a wood joint creaking. Shabil, your turn.
How are the birds responding to my offering of ration?
They don't seem to care.
What are they doing then?
Well, they're about 50 feet out, and they're swooping around to take another pass at you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna toss some more rations and be dodging. Probably moving backwards. I'm not trying to destroy the natural environment and possibly kill the only things that we can use as food here. So that's what
Okay.
I'm doing.
So you've lost 2 rations?
Yep.
Okay. Craig, what are you up to?
I made it back yet?
Oh, yeah.
Or am I still climbing?
No. You jumped to the other side. You landed, you see Tao's there. Kinda checking things off. He's got a bunch of items laid out in front of him. Looking up towards the hillside, you see Shavil's kind of getting picked on by 3 birds. Then you see the like last embers of a fireball going off in midair. And that leads you to where Phothenos is flying towards what's probably Fia on top of a hill.
Great. Guess I'm gonna go to Tao. Like, so we're all dispersed.
What'd you
Hey,
say?
what was that?
So we're all dispersed.
Oh.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm not sure why everyone decided to run off, but they all went to explore the island, I imagine. And then the local residents decided to have some fun with them. I'm not sure what's going on myself. I was staring at stuff. Shall we join in?
Sure, why not?
Excellent.
The residents, the birds?
Yeah. As far as I can tell. And we
Cool.
pissed them off.
Not we. Not we.
Not any of them, actually. We didn't
I'm
piss them
sorry.
off.
To be fair,
they
you
were
didn't piss him
attacking.
off. You
They're
just
trying to kill
looked
us
delicious.
for their own purposes.
Right, we look delicious and one person pissed them off.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I committed the crime of looking
They
so
didn't have
good.
time to be pissed off, alright? They were already cooked chicken.
There you go.
Listen, guys, struck them down.
It's the humane thing to do.
Alright, Fia,
Just
your
murder
turn.
him. Yep, please don't murder anymore.
Sorry, I can't hear you. You're over a mountain. Can't hear you.
I know.
I think I'm gonna look to Photonos and ask, so do you think we should help him out?
Of course. I mean, he's our friend, no?
True. Fia will cast Fly on herself, and then we can make our way. I ain't gonna walk.
Okay.
Of course. He's in here.
You guys make 120 feet in his direction.
Mm-hmm. How far away is he still?
Both of you roll me spots. I mean, he started like a quarter mile away from you, So 1320 minus 120. It's 1,200 feet away from you.
Turns, baby.
Spot is a 13.
Both in a spot.
That is low as hell.
Well, you can make it 5 turns if you do the super dash action or whatever, full turn dash.
You can't run while flying.
You can't dash while flying?
Yeah, you can take 2 movements.
You can dash,
You
but you
can't.
can't run, which is the 4 times movement.
Right.
I think birds can run.
Birds can
I hate the bird
because they're natural
Why is
flyers.
that
The fly spell does not let you run.
Sorry, I'm just being a bitch.
I know.
Rock, squawk.
I'm gonna get
Background.
a salt shaker animation, and I'm just gonna have it with my soundboard.
Oh my god.
Yep. Just spam the
You know,
animation.
on second thought, Photonos, he seems to be fine. We should just leave him.
Oh no.
Yes,
Yeah.
please stop murdering the birds you hear in your head. It's like a whisper on the wind.
Are you gesturing them like, don't stop?
I mean, like, if I see them, I'm probably doing like the hand
You can
motion
s-
wave down.
If you like look in their direction, yeah, you see them against the white clouds as they are flying towards you.
Yeah, I give them a wave down, like, hey, fucking chill out, you, and kind of refocus and watch the birds that are around me that I'm trying to observe.
Yeah, you guys with that spot check see Chevil's kind of waving you off. Or however, I mean, Cheville, you can act it out. I know you turned your camera off, but you can try and act it out. I won't put
Oh,
words in the gesture.
So it's like a wave you down kind of thing, you know,
You interpret
He
that as
decides
you
to
will.
wave back.
in the
All
most
excited.
robotic manner.
Like, I see you too. Hello.
Throws a
That's-
fireball from other hand.
Just yeah, right at me this time. Does
Hi.
Photonos understand like general motions of like how fucking chill out?
Hey, do the motion. They can
I
interpret it how
have
they will.
been doing the motion.
You're also saying a lot of words that they can't hear.
I'm also describing things that my character is doing. Like I'm just trying to
I know.
get it across, man.
I understand.
Maybe we
Narrative
should
format.
slow down.
You're all spread across the side of a mountain, fighting birds that live there, that were
Getting
hunting.
fireballs whipped at us from a mile away.
Crag and Tau, Cheville, are you doing anything while you're there? Or you're just fighting defensively. still?
What are if it's back to me? What are the birds doing? Like, are they still just flying around, not interacting with the rations?
No, they're meat eaters. Why would they care about your rations?
Because there might be dried meat in the rations.
There's not.
I'm trying here. I'm just.
You're fine,
I,
you're
back-
fine.
I keep backing off. I
Yeah.
can't do anything.
Are you running down the hill
That's our
towards...
soundboard. I'm not running. Like I'm just backing up, continuing to be,
backing up to
defensive,
what?
not being threatening. Down
Backing
the
up
hill.
requires a direction. Okay, so you're heading towards base
Not
camp.
progressing forward up the hill towards them.
Where are you going?
Further down the
down.
hill,
Which
like
direction?
I said,
Towards what?
south
camp?
downwards.
Towards where
yes,
you-
base,
okay.
yeah, base camp.
Okay, thank you.
three directional, like
I mean, it could be the fastest possible way. I'm trying to avoid base camp. I'm trying to go directly
I'm
to base camp. I'm
walking
trying to go
backwards
towards Fia
slowly
and
with my eye
Photonos.
on the birds.
Like, you have options here. Saying I
I'm
head
being
downhill,
clear.
yeah, it doesn't help. It kind of helps, but it's not the whole picture. Okay, one of them misses.
Okay.
Second misses. 26
27 to hit.
does not hit you. Yep, they're gonna just kind of keep like swarming at you, and you're just a very annoying thing they cannot seem to get.
How am I annoying? I'm backing away from them.
Because they can't eat you yet. They're used to easy food.
Hey, listen, if something attacked them and they're like trying to like clear me out of their space, I'm clearing out. That's what I'm doing. These are animals.
They are animals. They have an intelligence of 2.
Like they have low cunning. They know to attack something if it hurts their children or them, and probably
Or looks edible.
scoot back. I mean, are they murderous birds? Like they don't look dripping with blood or anything. Like I'm just getting info, backing up.
I'll zoom in on the image for you. They look pretty fucking mean.
Yeah, but like we're on like a third, fourth different plane. No.
It's like a tremor's head or some shit, dude. It's like
Yeah, it's got 2 faces on its head. It splits
What do you
directly
mean?
down the middle. It's got hedgehog quills.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I just came from a place with like giant portals in the sky, and then like just before that, I was in a place where a god was fighting a bunch of airships. Like,
And right before
It's
that, you were
weird, but
fighting
I'm-
dinosaurs.
right? Like I said, we're on like 3 or 4 planes deep now. I don't know what's normal, what's not. This could be normal. It doesn't look that bad. It's got 2 little feet on it. It's like a bird. I've seen birds before.
It's not attracted to rations. Do you want to do anything, or are you just backing down? Backing
Keep them
the
backing up. Yeah.
hill via Photonos. Shavilla's making his way towards base camp and just trying to dip and dodge these things as they come swoop at him.
Making my way downhill, walking fast.
He seems to have stopped gesturing at you.
Weird. I thought he was waving us to come toward him. Now he's running away.
To be
Alright,
fair, he's been
then.
heading in that direction, but what do you 2 do?
I guess I would think follow him. Photonos?
Julius is away
Okay.
Okay.
from the keyboard.
I can pop around to you when he returns, if you guys want to act together. Crag and Tau, what are you up to?
we're like we're the last ones to the party. We're
Charging up the hill?
we're slow boy chugging along, but I don't think either of us have more than. Well, Craig, you might be quicker than me now, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you guys
we're just
have
chugging
a plan to deal with birds?
I mean, I got spells,
Particularly.
Okay.
you know. I can't do anything from like.
No. If you guys owe me $1, and I will Venmo request you $1 every time I hear I can't do anything. You can. You have so many things you can do. Stop saying I can't do anything.
But what's
No,
our
like I
goal?
literally like I could cast like a fireball at them
Okay.
if I
do
can
things.
see them, and it would be my max range if I'm lucky.
Okay.
That's
I don't.
that's what I can do.
It's not my job to come up with the ideas of how you guys get out of situations. You guys
Oh.
get into a situation. I'm not gonna put you in one that there's literally no way out.
I think we're just
But
too
you-
far away from being able to hit
That's
stuff.
fine. That's fine. But this, like, outside of just this specific situation, like, you guys can do things. Other than me forcing you to crash into an island, there are
Reframing
things.
can help, like redescribing situations from our eyes. Like if there's something
Getting
that
poked at
you
by
think is
birds.
obvious that we
That
don't
saw you.
think is obvious, or
That's fine.
the direct goal. Like what is our goal in this situation? Like I'm trying to get information from birds. They're not really trying to do anything.
What
so
kind
like if
of
they're not
information from a bird would you like?
about
What's
the
your
bird,
intent? They're
like
carnivorous.
I've gotten that much so far, and now I'm trying to like back away. But like if
Okay.
they're not trying to intervene on this situation, like they could just say, "Hey, I passed for the turn," but it's like the equivalent of, "I can't do anything for this situation," because
Okay.
they could just keep throwing fireballs all day. Like
Yeah.
it's not that like, "Hey, we don't have any idea of what to do." It's like, I mean,
Sometimes it is. So, you're backing down the hill. Crag and Tau are moving up the hill with a plan. Okay. Via and Photonos. Is Photonos back?
Indeed.
Okay. You guys are...
So I was asking you, Photonos, if we should just continue to pursue the fleeing Cheville.
My response is generally like, seems to be telling us to slow down, so maybe we keep going that way, not full speed, or maybe not as aggressively. I'm not sure. He's trying to tell us not to come closer, not to engage. We should still go at least in that general direction. Maybe a bit slower, though.
Okay, I follow your lead.
What are you
This
doing?
squad. Discreet.
I guess,
Um,
we're done with fly, is that correct?
I think we still use fly to keep going, but going slower, like closer to the tree line, trying to lessen the vein of like a straight up full on attack and more like a
Are you staying low to the
creeping
ground?
towards that direction. Yeah.
Okay.
So we stalk behind him.
Headed towards Cheville.
Okay.
Okay. You guys can get closer. What distance are you waiting for to do something?
Well, since most of my attacks are ranged, it's more of situational than range.
Birds are still pestering them, yes?
Yeah. They're still swiping at him. They seem to be ignoring the cat. For the most part.
And is Travell doing anything to fight back that we can see?
No, he's just kind of dodging and dipping out of the way. He's just backing up, backing off. Doesn't seem to be provoking them.
Then seeing that, I think we stay about 200 feet away, just kind of following with him. We can get there in a flash, attack if we need to, but
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't seem too troubled.
200 feet is rather close. You'll
Right.
be attracting the attention of these birds.
Okay.
By also being...
We could go invisible.
You could go invisible. Great idea. I could not.
Well, I could cast invisibility on you.
Sure, why not? I've never been invisible before.
Okay, we will do regular second level invisibility, both of us. So I cast it twice.
Okay. You're both invisible.
So that, correct. And heads up for Photonos, that means if you cast anything, you will become visible again.
Thanks for the heads up. Just so we don't lose each other. I do like a hand on shoulder, kind of like a huddle, but just one
Yeah,
arm
yeah, yeah.
connected and fly forward. Yeah.
Christian side hug.
Thing
Right.
that we're flying, because otherwise the rest would reach.
Christian side hug.
Room for Jesus.
Oh.
Photonos, are you doing anything after you've become invisible? Are you guys closing into 200 feet still?
Yeah. And now we should be good from prying eyes.
Town Crag, you're making your way up. Cheville's making his way down. You guys have lost sight of Fia and Photonos. The birds seem to just keep swooping at poor Cheville.
We're
You're probably
heading for the
200 feet away from him.
still too far away. I gotta get closer.
Yeah, same.
Okie dokie. Cheville, doing anything?
Do I see them walking up behind me now?
Yeah, you can easily spot them. You saw them coming
Yo.
up for a little while.
I'm gonna keep doing my thing, walking back down the hill. But I'm gonna shout and be like, "Hey, let's not kill birds, please. Let's just like ward them off if possible." And I keep doing my thing.
They're gonna one of them's gonna notice Town, and he's gonna totally miss. But one takes a swipe at you, misses, and flies past. Do you want to do a thing?
I mean, it's
Sorry.
like, who's it flying past?
Tau.
Oh,
Comes in range.
I mean, if I get an attack of opportunity, but I'm simultaneously
you don't,
hearing
but-
him say like,
I'm saying if you want to cast a thing that's in range, the same goes for you, Craig. It comes
"Oh,
close to you while you're moving up.
Like, I'm assuming, like, they have flyby or something
Yes.
that has not been given the attack. Okay, that's
Correct.
okay. Why haven't been grappling them as an opportunity attack?
Try and jump up and catch him. You are mostly
mean-
cat, after all.
Ooh.
there you go." Yeah, seeing this thing dive at me, I'm gonna take a strike at it.
Cool.
I'll fire off a firebolt.
Yep, do the thing. Gotta hit a 15.
Yeah. That is a 21.
Yep. Craig, you doing anything?
Probably gonna let the BMO loose. Like, gonna
Okay.
try to throw him forward so that he's like kind of ahead of
Okay.
us.
Yep.
I don't know if he can
You can
hit
get him.
anything.
You can get him 30 feet up.
Okay.
He's gonna like unfurl and boot up the rest of this turn after you throw him.
Sure.
But you still have anything else you want to do?
Not particularly.
Theopothanos? Honestly, at this point, like, fair game. You guys just say what you're going to do when you're going to do it. Otherwise, I'm going to assume you're doing the same things.
I think I'm still waiting for. Like,
They're
I'm not
going...
gonna just hit them.
Okay. They're going to move from Shaville, who they have completely unsuccessfully been able to grab at, and they're going to move over to Tau and Crag.
Oh, I'm definitely dashing towards Town Crag then.
Okay.
I want to, like, be in range of Tau at least.
That's a nat
Because
one.
he's kind of squishy and not 700 pounds.
Tau does a 24 hit.
Yeah.
Does a 21 hit.
Yeah. I only got 19.
13 from the first two 13s. From both bites. They go past, and they kind of lacerate you. Turns out they have a really sharp, bony underside to their jaw that slices past as they bite. It's kind of
So
like
do
a
I take,
bite,
like-
tear, headbutt kind of a deal, all in like one swoop.
Okay. Joy! Did 13 damage with my firebolt to one of them.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you hit it pretty solidly.
Their morale's got to break at some point if we just non-lethal them.
Doesn't seem to be any others following, and you guys have gone a fair way down the hillside.
So how many are we dealing with now total?
3.
Okay. Have I made it to Tau also?
Yeah, I'll say you guys are all kind of grouped up at this point. The invisible
I would
ones can maintain whatever distance they need, because
I would like
you guys
Cat on
fly
one side of
faster.
Tau and me on the other at least.
Okay.
So if anything tries to like
Okay.
box it out.
At the point at which like they start attacking the other members, and it's no longer just Shaville being swatted at. At least I'm going to specifically fly all the way up to them as soon as I can.
I kind of relay the message like, hey, let's just non-lethal these guys and get them out of here.
Not really my style, but alright.
Yeah, I don't non-lethal, but
You know we have to kill all the animals.
You guys all
I'm not trying to, but they're killing us right now. So.
you guys
Well,
all
I'm protecting you. I'm
hear
protecting you.
the sound of wood creaking in the distance.
Again?
Yes, but not just you this time.
Have we noticed any
Sounds like
change?
a ship moving in water. Change in what?
I mean, like, since the last freak, I guess. If I didn't hear that last time, then
You didn't. This is the first time you're hearing it.
do we see any water that could explain it? Do we know where it's coming from?
You haven't
What
seen,
information do we have?
other than the like small streams on the island, you haven't seen anything.
It's just like a creaking from all directions.
You're assuming it's not from the other side of the mountain. It's from, your direction, but there's a lot of clouds. It's hard to pinpoint a direction. Behind you,
Hard to act
I
on
guess.
that one.
This side.
We'll keep focusing on the birds then.
I actually ready a spell that as they come into swoop and they're close together, if possible, I want to cast Downdraft, which drops them 50 to 100 feet, depending on if they make a save.
Okay. Awesome. Anyone else?
Well, I mean, if that's happening, I'm gonna try and grapple the shit out of
No, I'm still keeping my distance and staying invisible.
They are going to attempt to swoop in on Tau again. Botanos? Is it a save?
Not the information. Is it?
just a
Yes,
200-foot long pillar of wind.
Yeah.
It's like it's a 20-foot. I think it's like a 20-foot radius circle.
You can get 'em
It's
all.
a reflex save. 17, I think.
They all fail with single-digit rolls.
All right, down they fall up to 100 feet.
They crash into the earth.
They like move and crashed into the earth.
It's more like an abrupt downward push of wind.
Like I'm saying, like when they, like, are they moving
Okay.
after that?
Oh yeah, I mean they're like flailing about and stuff. They're trying to fight it, but
Okay. Yeah. Let's. Hey, let's try and grapple them. Like, get some ropes, tie them up, tie their beaks closed and stuff.
actually
Right?
the one Tau hit with the firebolt is not moving.
Well, okay, the moving ones at least. Let's like tie the beaks real fast so that they can't, and then like get the legs, like try and hold them down. We're gonna have birds.
They're real hell bent on this.
This is how we're
Here
gonna get
comes-
off the island. We don't have a flying ship anymore.
Thea runs forward to be helpful, becomes visible again, and offers rope from her backpack.
Let's strap them down.
Okay.
Does anybody have a spell to strap them down? Do I have to make a roll?
They're kind of
Strap 'em down.
strapped down. You just have to like tie them up.
Yes, I would like to
How long is that?
tie the feet, tie the beak.
How long is
pin 'em.
downdraft?
I think it's literally like it's an instantaneous thing. So like,
Just drops them real quick.
yeah, and I think it specifically says it like if they fail, it knocks them down 100 feet, and I think if it's less than 100, like they hit the ground before that, it just knocks them prone. So like flat on the ground for like
Yeah.
I don't know how long you want to keep them down, but as it happens, they're not.
Instantaneous.
That's how I read it. At least.
I'm gonna ride a bird out of this place, whether you like
Yeah,
it
I
or
mean
not.
they're all prone. I'll say like they're pushed down and kind of pinned for your turn. So, what are you doing with the birds?
Trying to tie them up.
All right.
Starting with the beaks.
Someone threw you some rope.
You threw me rope.
All right.
plus
are
rope
you
that I have on me. I'm
you-
sure other people also have rope.
trying to like mount them and grapple them to like pin them down so they don't fly away?
Like like if the cat can get on the other one because he's big as fuck, like
Mhm.
pin that one down, and then like I'll get on the head of the other one, and then like tie its beak closed. Like we're both trying to like grapple the shit out of him, basically.
Yeah. Given enough time, rolls or not, like they can be wiggly, but you will eventually, like they're not getting out of this.
Nice.
They'll be squawking and screeching. You got to be real careful of those spikes.
Yeah, that's I'm hoping that we can make like a big stone cage for him, and then like leave him in there, and then like befriend him. Lofty goals. Listen, this is where we're at in the D&D.
Hey, anything goes in this game.
I trained weasels with Allay, so don't worry about that playing.
Exactly.
Just wish you had a Pokeball still. Oh, we should have kept those flasks. Couldn't we have? Oh,
Wait.
Yeah, you
Oh
had,
no, the,
you had 5
yeah,
Pokeballs.
those. Oh, but those were to capture elementals, I think, right?
Doesn't mean they can't be used for other things. Do we still
Oh.
have them?
No.
No, we don't.
You gave
Yeah,
them
we
back.
gave
What
them back
happened
to the
to them?
lady.
Give them back. Bitch.
Yeah,
Huh.
it was
Oh,
just
and that's
bad
and she
juju.
gave us is she the one that gave us the door or whatever, or is that the people with the gems?
It's the other one.
The gems.
She was
yeah.
just disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in her too. Alright.
Alright, yeah, you guys are hog tying these down, and as you do that, you hear some more creaking as something breaches through the clouds around you.
What it is?
You're presented with this large ship with many sails all around it. The sails are very similar to the drow ship sails from its legs, but these are much larger sails, and this is much more of a traditional sized ship.
Different style, right?
Yeah, this is like like a ship, not a spider made of wood.
Does this look like? Does this ship like remind us of the other elves that we ran into? On
On
Crystal Plane?
Ikoria,
Doesn't really look
because
elvish.
those were crystal
Okay.
boats, right?
Yeah, and elves have like long, elegant points and curves and stuff. This
Okay.
seems a little more
Does it look like a good guy boat?
utilitarian.
No.
Hard to tell. It is approaching towards the island.
I mean, while it's doing that, can we?
It is descending towards the ground.
Hey, Photonos, can you make like a barrier or something for us to hide behind?
You see a couple humanoid heads pop up over the edge.
Trying to pop mine down so that they don't
Over what?
look at us.
Behind what?
Behind anything, behind the birds that we tied up.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
casts
pretty out.
greater invisibility on herself.
You're already invisible.
No, I became visible to hand him the rope.
No,
You
no,
can
no.
just hand me the
You
rope.
can hand rope.
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
You're still
I guess I'm
invisible.
still invisible.
Yeah. You can.
Don't have
There
to
are a
burn.
lot of things you can do and maintain invisibility.
Oh, well, I purposely was like, hello, I'm here. Here's the rope.
well, you can use your
That's
voice
fair.
still.
But
The
that's
voice
fine.
is not invisible.
I'm still
And then
invisible.
you'll have to use
You're
another
still
spell
invisible.
slot.
What are the rest of you up to? Just watching?
I'm watching a man hog tie a giant chicken with spikes on its back, and then this ship comes in. So yeah.
Ooh, chickens.
Also,
Thank
I'm
you.
bleeding, so I'm probably wrapping up
We
my
have
wounds.
potions. Yeah.
You gathered all your items and stuff?
Yeah.
Craig, what are you up to? Craig and Photonos, unless you guys left.
Dude, no, we're here. Sorry.
Or just hiding? I don't know. I don't want to get into any more trauma.
No more fights.
Do I know how much time I have left on my fly? Relatively?
It's what?
Probably not
A
much.
minute per
It's
level?
probably done, honestly.
Yeah.
We're done by now.
Yeah.
Right?
Is it a minute or 10 minutes?
1 minute
I think it's
per level.
one.
9 total.
Yeah. It's definitely done. Yeah, just being completely unsure of what this ship is, just following
Following
whoever
everyone's lead.
seems to have the.
Okay. Craig, you doing the same?
Yep.
Okay. You're gonna see a couple ropes fall off of the side of the ship that would be the island side, if it were to go past the island, but it's going just over the island, over where your camp is, and it is continuing descent. You're gonna see 2 dark gray figures kind of glide down from the edge of it towards where you guys are hog tying these birds. As they get closer and closer, and this thing's probably like 120 feet descending down and slowing down as well. It came out of the clouds with some force, and it's been slowing down since. These 2 dark gray figures look kind of like baboons or orangutans, but they're wearing clothes. Got some like jugs and stuff on them. They're flying down towards you, and they land probably 80 feet in front of where you guys are, not landing on top of you, as it were. They have some grunts and groans. They seem to be offering you each, or like each of them is offering like a clay jug. Like a very simple black pattern goes around the jug. It's like a cork stuck in the top of each one. They look identical.
And they're just grunting at us.
Looks like they're trying to communicate with you.
Nobody knows the language.
Do any of you know Hidozi?
Does anybody know
Ooh,
interpret language though?
That's gonna be a nope from me.
the Hidozi plane, of course.
Mm,
They seem to have like skin flaps coming from not their forearms, but the other half of the arm, to their sides, to their thighs. It's just this like triangle of furry skin on either side. And that seems to be how they glided down here.
so what are these people? Are they furries? Are they drow? Are they
They're
regular
like
people?
monkeys.
What do they look like? They look like monkeys with like
I got a thing. They're gonna look really fierce here, but I promise they have a heart of gold. See that?
okay. So it's like a sky monkey.
Sure.
Okie dokie.
But no sword.
I don't. He's got a bottle of black stuff instead. I don't know
It's
his
not black
language.
stuff.
I don't know if
It's just a clay pot
it's like a
with a
yeah
black pattern on it.
black bottle of stuff in it.
It looks like a Greek key. It's one band going around a terracotta pot or jug. They're gonna place them on the ground and kind of like take a knee in front of it. Any of you can give me a sense motive if you'd like to try and understand the situation and read their body language.
I mean, does the natural
Give
body
me a second.
do anything passively?
Oof. I am. No,
What?
I'm not even gonna.
Like passively, would we know that it's like a safe thing that they're trying to do?
Would you be
Like-
trying to understand their motive?
Are,
Whether
are they
it's
trying
safe or not?
to? Are they trying to present
Should
a
roll me a
motive?
sense motive.
I
I got a 20.
Out of 22?
those are more than enough.
And what'd you roll?
I rolled a 15.
Okay. That's also
20
good
and
enough.
22 are much better.
That's also good enough. Yes, but there'd be a fun dynamic if some of you thought they were hostile or not to be trusted, and some of you didn't. regardless, yeah, they seem fine. They seem to be offering a gift of some sort. Nothing seems malicious. They're not exactly like trying to come off as like subservient, but it's not a thing, not an aggressive thing or a trap, including the 20 and 22. There's nothing weird feeling about this. The ship's gonna come closer and closer. You're gonna hear someone shout from the side of the ship. Might be your lucky day, but we in a bit of a hurry. We can't be stopping long, so come aboard. We'll cut and run without you. You see a flamboyantly adorned with jewelry dwarf with the tri-cap and everything, shouting from over the side of the railing as this thing's now hovering over the island. Probably about 60 feet up with several ropes hanging off the side. Dragging
I
along
don't know that
around.
my cat can climb up a rope, so I think I'm gonna stay with my cat if that's the case.
Come on, Cheville, live a little.
I'm not leaving my cat.
Let's take some of that rope. Well, I don't know. Is there
That's
a
pretty
way-
big. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah, and we lost the ability to change his size because Alfred's dead. So
Can we cast fly on a cat?
Sure can.
Well, he is flying aboard then.
oh boy. Yeah, I'll calm him down and
just fly
Kinda
up
per-
with him,
yeah,
like
I'll
literally just on his
climb on
back.
his back and yeah, I'll climb on his back and
Total He-Man,
There you go.
flying tiger. Like,
make him feel comfortable and
Perfect.
stuff.
Perfect.
yeah, I kind of forego the jugs. I kind of give him a bow really quick and just like grab a rope and start.
Yeah, I'm
climbing
sure
up.
they'll bring him.
Yeah, they just pick them up and head towards the ropes. Rest of
We'll
you
let this
following
dude tell them
along.
what they are.
Yes.
Indeed.
We will stop there as you climb aboard the ship. Meet Captain Zaid. Zaid Coinbender.
Jack Sparrow.
Kinda. But instead of like beads, it's gold. So,
Choice.
he's a very flamboyant man. With a very strange crew. So,
Seems like it.
good game. Sorry it was so linear in the first half.
No worry.
But we got there. And no one died!
Luckily.
Yay!
Hooray! Right. I will see you all next week. Like, follow,
Well, maybe-
subscribe, all that good shit.